So you've been out at all the OTAs that are available that you can go out to for the media. What are your takeaways from this week's OTAs a couple days ago?
Well, a lot of things I've talked about with you before is that little concerned about the wide receiver room. Jerry Judy's there, and there's a big drop off. In fact, yesterday, Cedric Tillman and Michael Woods didn't practice for whatever reason. David Bell's still coming off that hip. So you had Jamari Thrash really lined up, as a starter at this point in the offseason. Deontay Johnson has not been there, at least on the open days we've been there. I have heard that he was in the earlier portion, but you know they're they're really counting on Cedric Tillman to step right in, and that's where I just think a real key factor is Deontay Johnson. I mean, he's had some trouble in the past, at least last year. You really think that they need him to come through, just sheer numbers. So wide receivers one that stands out to me. A lot of rookies and undrafted guys and guys that have been down the depth chart. Other than that, Dewan Jones. I mean, he looks the part now. I think we're going to talk about him a little later, but Joe Flacco right now, looks the best at the quarterbacks. Everybody wants to talk about the quarterbacks, in my opinion. I think the Browns are at a crossroads. I think with the schedule, the first 6 games very tough on paper. In fact, I think the records from last year is something like I can't remember right off top. It was like 41 and 31 or something like that. Very very good records, and do you would feel like he would be your best shot, you know, to navigate the beginning. But then again, you have to at some point decide if you like Kenny Pickett enough to play him and the two rookies. So are you playing to win or are you playing, to look at the other quarterbacks? So that to me is the biggest question I think they need to decide between now and, you know, early in training camp.